Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. So here we got a 2022 Ford Mach E. In this video, I'm gonna go over how to do paint protection film on the full hood. So we're gonna be using a pattern / bulk hybrid method for our installation. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so we're gonna get going on the hood. Squeegee the back corner down. You want this dry just to get the PPF stuck to the hood. If you have an extra set of hands, it wouldn't hurt to have somebody give you a hand doing this. But if you're gonna do it by yourself, it is very doable. So now that I got the film back rolled into place, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by getting the back edge down. I'm gonna spray a bunch of tack solution in this back corner. I'm gonna line that corner up. And I'm gonna squeegee that down. Now, we're gonna go over to the passenger side and do the exact same thing. Now what I'm gonna do before I worry about the front is I'm gonna take and tack the whole back edge down. Let's go worry about the front. You want to try and keep front bumper dry so you can take and stick the film to it. Now when I pull along the front, when I'm pulling, all I want to do is I want to pull to the point where I have no fingers like this across the front. With tension, I'm going to slowly lay the film down on the bumper, and then I'm going to follow it up with a squeegee and squeegee it into place. So let's go over to the passenger side. I'm gonna do that here too. There we go. You're gonna see these big pockets of air in these valleys. You wanna get rid of these before you do anything. Now the front's loose. That's what you want. You gotta come over here with your palm, push all that air out the front. Now that we have the majority of the air out, now we can have a ton of fun. We can squeegee this all down. So we know that the back is already locked into place. We're gonna have to take all the solution and we're gonna have to pull it forward. So I'm gonna reach over here in the middle. I'm gonna draw one big line down the middle with the squeegee. I'm gonna follow it up, always overlapping squeegee strokes. Now, I'm gonna work in much shorter sections. I'm gonna stop right over here at this ridge. I'm gonna come across the ridge. And overlapping squeegee strokes, I'm going to take and pull everything out the front. Just like so. And we'll come along the back here, and I have my squeegee angled downwards, so I'm not pushing anything into an area that I've already squeegeed down. I'm going to take and pull everything out. And we have some air over here. Probably should have gotten rid of that. See, that you don't want. If that happens, all you do, lift the film up and you take and massage that solution under the film. Any air that's left behind like that, that'll dissipate. So now I'm pulling everything along the front. Because there's so much tension across the front, I'm not going to pull anything through there. Now everything else is going to have to come out the sides. There we go. Over to the passenger side, do the exact same thing. This time I'm just going to come right across the ridge first. Get that down. Now we're going to get this air out of here. Angle my squeegee downwards again. Pull that out. Now I'm just going to come right across this front edge. Now I'm gonna go along my edges, make sure that everything's down, there's no moisture left behind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop the film up. I'm gonna come over here. Go, that's good. Now we'll go over to the passenger side and do the exact same thing. Flushing this slip solution out because we want these edges down. That's down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a drying towel. I'm gonna wipe the whole hood down. All I'm doing right now, just drying the top of the film off, and I'm looking for any hair, dust, debris, any kind of contamination that may have gotten stuck underneath the film. Now would be the best time to address that, seeing as it's just down with slip solution. It'd be very easy to pop the film up, take care of whatever's underneath there, and lay it down again without damaging the film. That is going to do it for the hood install. The next thing we're going to go over is how to trim all the PPF, how to wrap your edges. So we're here the next day. The paint protection film has dried out on the hood. So these edges are gonna be really, really easy to wrap. Now, if you're doing this yourself, what I would suggest is when you are installing the PPF, let these edges dry out before wrapping them. You can wrap them when they're wet if you're using your tack solution, but just to play it safe, I like to let them be completely dry. So I got my Wolfen knife here. We're gonna come right back over here and I'm gonna start trimming off the excess PPF. I'm gonna leave myself about 1/2 inch that needs to be wrapped. So now you're probably wondering, what do we do with these corners? These sharp corners, we're obviously not gonna wrap them. What I like to do is I like to just take my knife and I like to cut a very small notch out each corner. There we go. Now I'm gonna pop the hood open. I'm gonna come down over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my thumb and I'm just gonna go back and forth right around that corner and wrap that edge. So I like to do this in sections. I'm gonna do the side first and then I'll do the front. And we'll come over here. Once I'm done, I'm gonna follow it up with a heat gun just to seal those edges off, make sure that they're down. Okay, now the last edge we have to wrap is this back edge. This edge can be a little bit tricky. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did on the front. I'm just gonna take my fingers and I'm just gonna slowly go back and forth and wrap them. You want to be careful that you don't crease it like I just did. Luckily I was able to catch that. Perfect, there we go. Last thing I need to do is I'm going to follow up with a heat gun, but I'm not going to show you guys that on video. That video will be linked in the description below. So, okay, now we're going to move on to the front bumper.